We're glad you could join us for a Sunday sneak peek of what's going on this weekend at Christ Lutheran Church. We just have 2 more Sundays of exclusive online worship. That would be June 7, June 14. Then on June 21, we're opening up the church again on Father's Day. We will have 3 worship services. If you are a member of the church, we will be sending out a letter on Monday of this next week explaining some of the protocols, how we're doing it, and just thanking everyone for hanging in there. We want to continue to love one another as Jesus talks about in the Gospels. And as we love one another, we're going to take care of each other here at the church, and we're going to have some very safe precautions in place as we get back together again to worship. We start a new worship series this weekend. This is Jesus, His words and deeds that bring real life. We're going to dive right into the Gospel of Mark. We want to talk a little bit about the origin story of Jesus. You know, if you watch any of the current movies that are out about superheroes or exceptionally strong protagonists in a movie, there's an origin story. And Jesus has an origin story, if you will, and we're going to explore Mark chapter 1, Mark chapter 4. As we look at Mark 4, we're going to look at the sower and the seed. That's kind of how Jesus is explaining who he is, and we're going to try to discern why it is that a sower like Jesus, who is sowing seed so extravagantly, graciously, why 75% of the soil doesn't work. And I think we'll draw some analogies with our world today. I was able this week to sit down and interview Jacinda, one of the singers in our band. She is doing a fun sock project for us, and I think you'll enjoy catching it this weekend as she talks about her fun sock project, where her passion comes from, and then she's going to talk a little bit about her music too, her musical background, because we've been watching Jacinda along with Kim with the band singing some great music. We've had Vicky with a great hymn, Holy, Holy, Holy. So we're trying to figure out how to keep using all this great talent we have. And so catch that Jacinda interview this weekend. We will be introducing, as we open up, we're going to be introducing Faith 5. Faith 5 is a discipleship building tool. Even as we have felt locked down and shut down, we've got to keep growing in Jesus, especially as we open up the world, as we open up our country. We want to celebrate and to grow as a disciple of Jesus. We're going to introduce Faith 5. It's a way to grow as disciples. Real simply, Faith 5 is this: share, read, talk, pray, and bless. You share your highs and your lows of the week. You read the scripture, you memorize the scripture that we've got for you each week on our sermon, message notes. You talk to one another about it. You pray for one another and you bless one another. Faith 5. And that's going to be part of a bigger initiative where we're going to reintroduce faith stepping stones in a big way, from babies all the way on through adolescents and teenagers. We're going to have some great stepping stone ministries here. And we also are going to be, and it's all a part of the same product, the same company produces this. It's Faith 5. It is stepping stones and faith incubators for our confirmation students. So we've been busy during lockdown. We've learned technology. We will be streaming our services in the near future. I know for certain when we open up that we will have 3 services. They will all be on video, and the video will also be sent out to our patio. We'll set the patio up very nicely for folks that might want to be outside. Hopefully we'll be live streaming on June 21, but we're gonna make sure it's a good stream before we go with that. So lots have been going on. We've learned technology. We continue to connect as a church. We are going to zoom forward in discipleship. Faith 5, faith stepping stones, and faith incubators. And so great to have you tuning in to this sneak peek, and we hope you catch us for worship.